it just wasn't a good look all around, bro.
And then, yo, somebody asked me last night. Somebody said, "Gee, why you think Bud couldn't calm him down?" I said, "What?" I'm like, "Bro, he's in Key Shawn's territory. This is his house.
Right, right,
Bud is a guest. He.
right.
First of all, he don't got no business getting in nothing because it was too many people down there to be able to stop it. So for him, that would have looked crazy if Bud jumped in between, like, yo, chill. Like Bud, not he a grown man with kids, bro, and he got a
Yes.
big fight coming up. So
Yeah.
he not trying to get in the middle of some dumbass
Stay
shit.
all the
He
way out
can't
the way.
be near
Yeah,
cameras. He
Right,
can't be in
right.
cameras
yeah,
doing
All
that
the way
shit.
out.
For
yeah.
sure.
So I'm trying to kick it to
That
people
would
like,
have looked
yo,
nasty. Now that I'm thinking about it, that would
that's
have
what
looked
I'm saying.
mad
That
nasty.
and it would have looked kind
Right.
of crazy because Bud all the way from Omaha and you in your city and he got to calm you down. Like that's kind of like, yo, that I don't know, man. I don't know. This shit weird, man. It's weird. It
To touch on what my man just said though, like he said about he made a good point about the people following you and know for the kids watching you. Now you kind of like I always say on here, you can't unhear what you heard and you can't unsee what you see. Some people saw that that's gonna think that's how you're supposed to act.
For sure.
You feel what I'm
For sure.
saying? They some people saw that. Some kids, they're not on YouTube. They don't watch the news. So
yeah,
some kids saw that. Some kids saw that. They're gonna see these videos. They're not gonna know the outcome. They're not gonna know the negative part. They're not gonna know the resolve. They're not gonna know all of that shit. All they saw was what happened. So in their mind, that's
yeah.
how it's supposed to be.
Real
Yeah.
shit.
Hell
Real
yeah.
And
shit.
that's again that's why you ain't supposed to put that kind of shit in the atmosphere. Because again, you can't unhear what you hear, unsee what you see. And they seen
Right.
that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, for Norfolk, I mean, you already had the old stories of AI and them at the bowling alley. You already had Mike Vick, you know what I'm saying, all this trouble he done been in. It was like, it
Right.
was time to
Right.
turn a new leaf for Norfolk. And now it's kind of like it's been a setback, you know what I'm saying? So,
Big
but I
time.
think I will say it on a positive note. I think them boys gonna figure it out because they just got that energy, dog. And it's just somebody when you got that dog in you, I think they gonna figure it out and they gonna have somebody. Cause I mean, Bo Mac is an OG, so I already know Bo Mac wasn't standing for that shit. Bo Mac not the type to come on here and come on social media and talk about it, but I know behind closed doors, Bo Mac got on their ass. Bo
Yeah.
Mac ain't letting that shit fly. So I think they gonna come back, bro, and I think bro gonna continue to be a world champion at 140, and we'll forget about this shit in 3 4 years.
I want to make a
Yeah.
point about what you said about the energy and they got that dog in them. I was a fighter. I was a fighter on the street more. Like I started boxing at 15. I used to fight on the street more than anything. When I started boxing, you hear people say all the time how boxers say their life, how they got them away from shit.
Right.
Boxing for me and for a lot of other people actually do the opposite of what you just said about having that dog. You don't worry like you don't have that energy for the streets no more like that.
For sure. For sure.
You don't even have. I'm serious. You don't have that energy for outside. You don't
Right.
even have that energy. Like you exert so much in the ring, and you know, what I'm saying fight. Like you ain't worried about that shit. You don't really care. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
It exhausts
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't. It I'm not even gonna say exhaust you. I'm not even gonna call it exhaust. It really matures you. It
And
Mm.
that's
really
for
matures
sure.
you.
And that's what I was trying to say. That dog part is like when you a young man, I'm 30 now, but when I was 24, 25, I didn't know how to control 23, 24, 20, I didn't know how to control that. And then I learned that resolve. And I'm still a dog, but I know how to do it
Exactly.
in a
Yeah.
Right.
respectful
You know
manner.
when to be a dog. You know when is
So
real.
Yeah.
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 And
You know,
this
like
and
not
this
after no fucking fight. Come on, bro.
and
Right.
this and this is
Right.
my question. All right, I got well, not two questions, but I want to make a point and then a question. The point was the big brother who actually lost the fight, he was cool. He was chilling. So that's what was throwing me off. The fact that the
But you
man that
already know.
actually lost,
I heard he broke it up too.
But
yeah, he
hey,
was the
but Greg, you know why? That was his home. With Greg, you know what the motherfucker fight, y'all. You know how that go. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
You share
but
the ring with somebody, it's all love. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, but that was crazy. Yeah, I mean, no, that I get it with him, but I'm saying like the brothers, like if y'all see the man that just got out the ring is chilling, why y'all not absorbing that energy? And then the question that I have is, as an amateur, we all got dreams of being a top fighter and making great money and being champion, right? When you get to that point and you actually make that money and you actually get that stardom, what makes you say, I want to do some dumb shit? Like this is what you worked for all those years to get to this point where we making great money, the whole damn near world know us, and we doing what we supposed to do. and now you just want to get caught up in some dumbass shit like that. That part always drove me crazy because I can't understand that part.
I think is where you nailed it. A little bit earlier, Greg. You said that kind of wanted to steal the attention.
Mm,
Yeah, yeah,
You
definitely.
know, because there's
mm,
no other reason why you would mess up your bag.
that's
You're not
crazy.
ready for the attention, really, but you
Yeah,
really want it though.
yeah, you want it. That's deep.
Yeah, I
That's
mean, and I
deep.
think where we at with social media, I mean, you you got the AIs and the Michael Vicks and the Buzz in your corner, and it make you feel like you those people before you actually scored 1,000 points, before you actually gone undisputed, before you actually have been on the face of cover of Madden cover. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
think the world that we in now, it speeds up niggas process up here and in here to where you thinking that you something that you not, or you seeing your likes and your views go up, and it's like, nah, bro, still put in that same work like you
Mm,
7-0, like you 6-0. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
So it's unfortunate where we are because now social media, and I mean I see it in football all the time. I mean, you see these dudes, they go and they supposed to be cold and niggas flop because they not training how they supposed to. They not niggas now instead of going to Baton Rouge to train, niggas going to Miami to train. It's
Mm.
like it's
Hey
like,
man,
hey,
I
yeah,
gotta point out some funny shit. I'm sorry, I gotta change a little bit. I
yeah.
read a comment where a nigga said, ever since Keyshawn got that chain started back, he back.
Yo, the starter kit shit got crazy right after that.
For sure
That's-
though, that's some real shit though. It's that's some real shit, man. When
Yo,
you get
that
that
check.
change, and to be real, it's that, but it's the views, it's the likes, it's the hoes, it's the money. Like you, if you ain't never had it before, and you
Yo,
don't have
even yo,
somebody,
you know what
you
killed
know what I'm
him?
saying?
You know what killed him? Remember when they were in Times Square and Tyson was there, Bud was there, Shakur was
mm,
there, and he was like, "We the best ever, we the best boxers ever." And then Shakur and Bud are looking at him like, "Oh, he not ready yet for the light.
yeah.
Like
Hey
oh,
yo,
he's spazzing."
I was about to say that too. We gotta also be fair. There's always a bus. There's always a bus. There's always somebody that they got the look, they got the talent, but they just can't handle it mentally. It's always somebody like that. We gotta
Yeah,
be fair. You know what I
I
mean?
I
It's hard
think
to
bro
stay
gonna
up
be
top,
straight.
like they say, right? When you're up
Yeah,
top, it's hard to stay there.
yeah, yeah.
And
I
he's
mean,
world champion now.
that's
Beating
what the roots,
Barichek, where a lot of people say that, that wasn't a real 130 pounder to begin with.
Mm,
that's what the roots in that's where the roots in your home training come in there, man. You know what I'm saying? That's where, that's
This
where they
fight
come,
right here with De Los Santos meant a lot.
everything.
It
It
meant
meant
it
everything.
meant more than the Barichek fight, bro.
yeah,
That was
For
everything.
boxing has that no.
yeah.
So, so
This
we
was a
gonna put it
test.
out there. Keyshawn just ducked the fight.
Yeah, that's how I feel. That's how I feel on
Keyshawn
some
just,
real
hey,
shit.
big dog, when
I
you
ain't
get to
gonna say that.
Keyshawn,
That's my
look,
dog. I ain't gonna
that's
say
what I was
that.
about to
That's
say. When
my
you get
dog.
to
I
him,
ain't
tell
gonna
him the
say that.
fans feel like, tell him how the fans feeling. Hey, anybody out here, how we feeling? Keyshawn ducked the fade, man. He ducked the fade.
That's how I feel,
That's
bro.
my dog, bro. He ain't ducking, bro. He just my dog. My dog frontal cortex still forming, dog.
I
That's
nigga
all.
26.
Hey,
He
look,
said his frontal
my
cortex.
frontal lobe, my nigga frontal,
Ah,
my nigga frontal lobe, nigga. He gonna
He
be
said it ain't
good.
fully developed yet.
He
that's
good, man.
crazy.
He became he like nah he ain't ducking. He became a doctor. He like yo his fertile.
Scientific.
Hell
Yeah, man.
no, man. But
Yeah.
I mean, I wonder what's next. So the question is, because I haven't seen any. I seen like two. I only seen two people supporting this bullshit, and they didn't support it. What they said was, y'all don't know what's happening. And this is after the video came out, like we can't got no fucking eyes. So I only seen two. I heard two people say something like, and these are regular people, regular fans, say some
Mhm.
shit like, y'all don't know what really happened. Y'all don't know what. And these are, of course, Shakur supporters. So being that the world is in unity, which is hard to do, boxing world is pretty much in unity with saying that. What the fuck do they do next? Because nobody appreciate that shit. Nobody approves of that shit. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I already told y'all they gonna put him. They gonna put him in the. They gonna put him in anger management classes for 6 months. And then he gonna do a little video, about a 15, 20 minute video saying about how he changed his life, how he
He think he
realized
too
he
big to
fucked.
apologize though. He think he too big to apologize.
But listen to what I said. He not gonna apologize. He gonna do the rehab. I mean, he gonna do the mental health shit. He gonna do the anger management shit, and then he gonna do a video. The video, just like you said, it ain't gonna be no apology in the video. It's just gonna be a whole lot of I changed my life. I realized this. I changed my life. But he ain't gonna say I'm sorry.
Whole shit, bro,
Yeah,
whole
it's gonna
shit.
be a whole. It's gonna be a whole
That's
lot of I
whole
changed
shit.
my life.
Yeah, I don't really know no men that have a problem with apologizing. We don't really give a fuck when we fuck up. Oh shit,
If
my
you
bad.
wrong,
My
yeah. If you
fault.
wrong, yeah,
Yeah, we wrong, nigga. Oh my bad. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Yeah, we
yeah,
don't give a fuck about apologizing in a minute.
yeah,
Yeah.
And we did all that to promote Abdullah fucking Mason.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. He on
And
his
he looked
way.
good
Abdullah
too.
Mason on his way. It ain't nothing in his way. There's nothing in his way. Sam Nayotes, I looked him up last night. There's nothing in Abdullah Mason. So I mean his way. There's nothing in Abdullah Mason way. So he gonna be a player in the game. I listened to the way he talking. I know some people because I was saying yesterday. I felt like he had punked. Keyshawn had punked him at first, but then my son brought the light. Maybe he just and he ain't that kind of kid. I met him, seen him, know him. He ain't that. He just a good kid. You know what I'm
Yeah.
Right.
saying? And some people not about that action. Like Greg. You know what I mean? You get on here and talk shit. They can't come
Yeah,
back with that shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
yeah, yeah. We come from a different time though.
Yeah, they go hide in the corner and shit. So he just not that kind of kid, and I can see that. So I mean, how does it? And
Y'all represent the streets. He represents commercials
listen.
and
The
big
point,
endorsement deals, and you know what I mean.
right? But
But
look,
but
my point behind it is, so now when he get in position where Keyshawn was just at, where Keyshawn knock Javante, and how does
Right.
that happen? Like, do you say I want Shakur? Do you say I want, you know what I'm saying, whoever the champion? Like, how do you do it then? I mean, because
hit
all Abdullah on is he's just following the script. He's
Yeah.
he's a well grown kid that's following the advice of his team. You hear all of that. You know what I'm saying?
yo.
So yeah,
But here's the thing though. If you, it's not the traditional way that you pass the torch, but the torch was just passed last night
absolutely.
because
Mhm.
Abdullah Mason is the total opposite of Key Shawn.
That's
That kid is super media trained.
Yeah.
Right.
They threw some questions at him last
they
night, and
threw some bait at him, right?
the way he
Yeah.
spun that shit, bro, and the
Yeah.
I
way
don't know.
he,
I don't work like that. I'm with my brothers.
I will.
yeah,
For sure.
the
For
Kills
way
him.
sure.
he answered,
Yeah,
bro,
yeah,
he's ready. Like he's ready.
yeah,
So to me, everything is on him now. I mean,
yeah.
not on him in a negative way, but everything, all the light is to him now. It's been passed to him, and I think he gonna pass the test because he's staying humble. But you could tell he working hard, and you could tell he's studying because he's getting better
Mhm.
every fight. Every fight, he
Yeah.
getting better. He doing something a little bit different.
And that might have been the worst thing that Keyshawn did now because the way his work ethic in the gym is gonna be,
Yeah.
it's gonna be like I'm training for you. They're gonna give me these names, but I'm gonna be training for you though.
Come on, Fab
Mm.
Abdullah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
When
think
I
he
when I come up to
to
140,
140.
you know,
Right,
when I
right, right,
get to
right,
for 140,
right,
you
right.
know
When
what
you
I
get
mean?
one
Like
forty.
that storyline, that little visual we just got, that don't end there.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I don't think so. I think. I do. I think Keyshawn go to 140. I think he dominate. I think he go grab a world title, and I
Mm.
think.
Ooh.
I think time heals all.
What you
I
mean by
do.
dominate? What you mean by dominate?
I think he dominates. I think
What
he
do you
can go
mean
to.
he unifies? What do you mean?
I think he can go there and be undisputed. Just me personally, just me. This is boxing me. I'm not saying like personality, anything inside out or outside of the ring. I'm talking about me seeing him and him putting in the work. I think he
Hmm.
has the work ethic to do it. Now,
how tall is he? 5'10"?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
5'9".
5'9", 5'10".
5'9", five
Okay.
ten. I think he can do it. Now this is also me trying to be non-biased, homie. Now, what I will say is I think the character, what makes great champions, your great champions have great character. So I think, you know what I'm saying, we gonna have to see his character grow. We're gonna have to see him, be more humble. But I don't think he got to change himself. I just think you got to know when to pop your shit and when not to. And when you step on that ring, it's like what Bud said. Bud said, "Man, I had hard times, but I never miss weight." And
Mm.
I think that was the key thing he said. You know, I had hard times, but I never miss. You know, so yeah, I think he can do it. I think he can do it, man. And me, that's just I try to always see the glass half full versus half empty because everybody killing them right now. And like you were saying, OG, you know what I'm saying? Like you got half of you that hey, he got to be disciplined, but the other half is man, it's these three black men from Norfolk. This was this day way out. So I don't want the door to be shut
Right,
and them not to have a way out of there. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Mm.
But
There's on
they definitely need to fucking learning
Yeah,
and on the way out.
for sure.
there,
Now, two
And
things can be true for sure.
yeah,
there's plenty of names I want to see Keyshawn in there with at 40 to see, if he could play. But if there's anyone that's at 135 that he's gonna fight that's gonna move up, it got to be Albright.
question
Yeah.
is. Question is he gonna change? He gonna have to have a homecoming sometime again. When is the fuck that's gonna be? And what are people gonna think? Oh shit, here we go with that bullshit. Like how is that gonna be? You know what I'm
And if it's
saying?
not Albright, it got to be Jermaine Ortiz that beat Albright.
Mm.
I mean, when you look at the names that's at 40, to me, when I just look at these names, like it ain't
It got
nothing
to be
that
Albright.
you know what I'm saying. I don't see none of these names that scary for Keyshawn when he go to 40. Hitchens,
Oh,
I don't think he's
Frank Martin called
Tio,
them out too.
Gary, Alberto.
I
Like
like Frank
you
Martin
know,
fight. That's a
Yeah,
good
he
fight.
called
I
them
like
out.
that.
for sure.
Yeah,
I
he
like
called
that.
them
That's a
out on
good.
Twitter right after.
Gary
Yeah, no,
I
and
like
I
that
Twine.
think it's
fight.
a good fight, but I mean, it ain't for no title. I think it'd be a good introduction to 140, but
But I mean,
I don't
hey,
think
look, hold on. But you got to think he not a titleist now. He can't just move up to the
right.
WBO and challenge for because that would be Tio. And we know Tio don't like to fight black fighters. Tio gonna
Right.
run. I'm just saying he don't. So
Yeah.
that would be Tio. So now he shot himself in the foot in so many ways. When you move up, you have zero leverage.
Yeah.
When you
Yeah.
drop that title, you really get moved almost to the back of the bus. Almost, you know what I'm saying? You move up like
Yeah, he gonna have to. Yeah.
Not Don. I want him in some more competition than Albright, but I don't want him nothing under Albright though. You know what I
he
mean? I
need
don't
to
want
fight. He
nothing
need to
under
fight. He
Albright.
need to fight Albright, like Albright said. He need to fight him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
get that
for sure.
rematch going.
Yeah, for sure.
Like
Yeah,
you said, it's
get
real.
that
It's
going at
real
40.
now. It's gonna be a bigger fight. It's gonna be a bigger fight, bigger sale. He need to fight him. He does not need to fight him in Virginia. He need to fight Albright.
Yeah.
And it's gonna cost him anyway because it seems like they might go press charges on him, so he might as well.
I told you, call me hell all you want. I'm suing it. I told them last night. I said, even the top ranked people, I said, I sue everybody. I'm gonna at least, at minimum, I'm gonna get a settlement check. Y'all
Okay.
settle out of court
For
because
sure.
the security at the fucking venue, the fucking top right. I got PTSD. I want a settlement check.
I want to check, nigga. No less than 40,000.
Ah.
No less than 40. I want
I want a
40,000.
settlement check. Let me hey look. Let me see if I can if I can get right. I don't know. Give me 10 more thousand. We work it out. You know what I'm saying? I need a
Yeah.
Nah, but
settlement check.
Shit.
it goes to show you though, man. You get in trouble just like everyone else in the real world. It's gonna cost you some money, man.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
Yeah.
facts,
It's
bro.
gonna cost you some money.
That's
Gonna cost you some
crazy.
bread, man. I think them boys gonna be all right, man. Them boys gonna be all right, man. Them boys gonna be all
Hey.
right.
So what does this mean? Wait. We didn't. We that he took so much shit away from the fight itself. What does this mean for Kelvin Davis? What does this put? What is the loss? We're talking about the loss. What is the loss? So fuck what happened after the fight. What does the loss do for Kelvin Davis? At one, I mean, what does that do? Like,